All right, so the All-Star selections were made yesterday. And Dub gets in. That's the first and foremost. I don't think any of us think it's crazy that he's in. We all kind of thought he should have been in. I'm going to say my quick take real fast, and I'll just let you kind of wax poetic on this. I think there needs to be more spots in the All-Star game, period. I'll cede the floor to you now. I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at. Because not only for me is it Trae Young also, Domantas Sabonis should be in, and the other name that I have, too, that I thought should have been in was Norman Powell.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I was kidding. Norm been hooping.
I think he's either leading or is second in scoring
on that team?
On the Clippers, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's leading.
I think he's leading.
Harden is like 21 or something like that, 22. But I agree. There's 15 roster spots on the team. Give 15 roster spots for the All-Star game.
That's exactly how I feel, too.
Just it makes the most sense. But the West, it's always somebody's going to get left out. My thing is, people say X, Y, Z should have made it, but they don't ever say who are you going to take out.
Who are you taking out? Yeah. That's why
for me, though,
you should, in my opinion, that's why I say add spots.
For me, in the West, I don't have any issues. I was a little surprised with James Harden making it because he's not the same James Harden. He's still having a really good year. But I'm not surprised because he's James Harden. But for me, I'm somebody that says it with my chest, and I would tell you who shouldn't be in the All-Star game in favor of the guys that I think should be in.
Tear Cade Cunningham down.
No, me and Jerry had a conversation where I told him Cade was going to make it, and I told him this guy wasn't because for some reason he's just not liked. I have no idea how Trae Young continues to not make All-Star games. It is so ridiculous. I know he's not 25 this year, but he's a perennial 25 and 10 guy. It's stupid that LaMelo didn't make the All-Star game because he was first in fan voting, third in player voting. I think the media had him second. So everybody else felt like Melo should make it, but you can at least say Melo.
This is coach's fault.
They're bad, and the Hawks are ninth, but Trae is one. He has he's had years where he's had the great numbers, didn't make it. This year he's trying to take a step back and get everybody involved a little bit more. You see the jump that Jalen Johnson has had, DeAndre Hunter has had. Everybody around him is better, just not winning for whatever reason.
Well, he does lead the league in assists.
Yeah. I just don't understand how he's not an All-Star every year. He should easily be in that. And the guy that I would take out, Tyler Hero, I get there 6th or 5th or wherever they are in the East, but I'm just
with a malcontent too, which is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, no. And then I would have had Darius Garland not in over
Trae
and LaMelo.
Okay, here's what I learned about this year's All-Stars from last night. And it's something that, if you're a Trae Young just apologist or lover, I think you have to keep this in your mind. When you look down this list of guys that made it reserve-wise, those were voted on by coaches. And these guys are ones that have been issues for coaches this year in terms of wins and losses. I think you get a little bit of salt from some of these coaches that know that, hey, Darius Garland did this to me on a certain night, or Jalen Williams did this to me on a certain night. Victor Wembanyama is the one thing where you're okay. But, I feel like this year, you look down this list of guys that have made the All-Star game, Triple J, Şengün. Those dudes, they're on teams that are very, very good teams, top 4 in their respective conferences. Jaylen Brown, duh. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Cade Cunningham has the Pistons turned around and playing, the best basketball they have in years, but they're definitely better than what they were last year, and he's definitely a problem for a lot of folks. We can tell that. Damian Lillard, Bucks, duh. You look down this list, Evan Mobley, first-time All-Star selection. Why? He's on a freaking team that's leading the East right now.
And he's taking a step.
Yeah, he has. And it almost sounds disrespectful to the stuff that they're doing, but you can tell these coaches put a stock, which I think we've kind of gotten away from, but they put a stock in winning. That's what they've done.
And there was that thing a couple years ago where reported that Lloyd Pierce went on a Zoom call with the other Eastern Conference coaches and told them not to vote for Trey to be an All-Star. Does that still have some effect on him not being an All-Star? See, it really makes no sense. Like, one, the All-Star game is made for a guy like Trey and LaMelo. Like, that's who the All-Star game is made for.
Not people like Kawhi.
Especially this crappy version that we're getting right now.
Not even, like, I hate to say it, but not even Shea. Shea's not built for an All-Star game.
Yeah, but at least Shea is Shea. Like, it's not made for big men. Nobody wants to see big men in the All-Star game. I'm sorry.
No.
Like, nobody wants to see that. But they're All-Stars. Evan Mobley, 1,000% should be an All-Star. Anthony Davis, Jokic, Şengün, yes, All-Stars. But then when you get after that, it's like, let's start putting the guys that, I mean, and everybody deserves it. So
look, I mean,
all these guys deserve to be an All-Star. All the guys that made it deserve to be an All-Star. But I feel like Trey and LaMelo should have been All-Stars over
LaMelo, Trey. This is fixed if you just expand it a little bit. Please, it's not that hard. Throw Trey in, throw LaMelo in, throw Norman Powell in, throw DeMontis in. If you want to say there's
Kyrie,
sure,
a lot of people that felt like Kyrie.
I mean, you can go through this and figure some stuff out and find certain spots where guys should have been in. That's fine with me. And if you want to do it, great. Like, I think 15 is the right number. If you're going to have a roster, then use a freaking roster. Like, if you're going to have a 15-person roster, then have a freaking 15-person All-Star roster.
And if
it's not hard.
If you're going to say somebody needs to be out or somebody needs to be in, tell us who needs to be out, because you can't don't just say, oh, it's a travesty Trey didn't make it. Well, then who should have been in? Because again, all these guys, everybody that makes an All-Star team deserves to be on the All-Star team.
Yeah, I look at this list. I actually, truthfully, like, have nothing bad to say about any of these guys that made it, other than the fact who didn't get in. I
just would have put Trey and LaMelo in over Garland and Tyler Hero.
That's fair. That's fine with me. I think my bigger take today is that I would like to see an expanded roster, and that's where I'm at.
And
I'm stuck on that. Because this happens every year. And it's not like these All-Star appearances dictate contracts more so than like an All-NBA team, you know? So, like, who cares? It's not like you're opening the door. Listen, I could make a joke right here and just say, hey, the Basketball Hall of Fame puts everybody in anyway, so you might as well just add a couple spots in the All-Star to make sure those guys get into. You know, like, I'm kidding when I say that, kind of. But what would that hurt? Because here's the thing. It's not like these guys want to play that much anyway. So if you ever go back to the other system where it's, whether it be an Elam ending or an actual 12-minute quarter, or if Adam Silver decides to tinker with it and give you 10-minute quarters and say, here you go, the more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned, because some of these cats don't even want to play anyway.
You got an older LeBron, you got an older Steph, you got an older KD, you got AD, who is now dealing with an injury. He should be back next week, though. You got, let's see who else. You got
Nikola Jokic doesn't even like playing basketball, period.
Yeah, that don't even want to be in the NBA right now. You got the Spurs, who probably wouldn't want Wemby to play that much. You have like the Celtics, who probably wouldn't want to play Tatum and Brown that much. So yeah, just give the guys. But the only ones that probably want to play a lot are Karl-Anthony Towns and Brunson, because they play 45 minutes a game. So I mean,
hey, you're spewing a lie right now. Like, none, you know.
But
ask Frank Isola, he'll tell you.
Just give us more, and this will probably be a salt. Even if you give us more, somebody's gonna always feel like they got snubbed, or trade is what Trae Young is now calling it, and I think that he might have a legit gripe, because it's just ridiculous.
You know, of all the things that the NBA can do, I'm honestly shocked that they haven't pursued this more. Expanding a roster.
They probably don't care, because they don't care. They don't care about the All-Star game. So it's not. You shouldn't be shocked. 821. He's responding a lot today. Shout out to you, 821, whoever you are. Says Daniel really is the next Jerry. Please stop He's so passionate about things he doesn't know. How can you say they? Oh, this is going back to the football conversation. How do you say they struck out when you don't even know what the details are? Well, I wasn't that passionate about that. I just said they struck out like very, very calmly about them striking out with no.
I don't look at it that way.
But
yeah.
a guy reaches out to me. A guy reaches out asking about the job that's open at your program, and you talk about it. You want him, and you don't get him. That's a strikeout. Like, I mean, even no matter what happens, it's like you struck out. You didn't land the guy that you wanted. That's a strikeout. Like, whatever the situation is, being from Pennsylvania and wanting to coach there, more money, whatever the situation is, you didn't get him. And to me, and we might have different views on what a strikeout is, but to me, not getting the guy that you wanted, who also reached out, it's a strikeout. He also says, I think you can formulate a starting, this is the All-Star talk. I think you can formulate a starting five that weren't selected for the All-Star game that can hang with the All-Stars. Then we have a problem. New All-Star event, All-Stars versus All-Star snubs. No. Well, because you would only get like 5 to 6 versus 24.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't think there's 24 guys that are snubs. I like the idea because it adds some intrigue. So you're not fully off on that, but I don't think you can put together a full team of guys that because then we're just getting crazy. Like, you're saying, does Jalen Green deserve to be an All-Star, or who Mikal Bridges, does he deserve to be an All-Star? Then you throw in Bam. Does Ja come into the conversation? Like, those guys don't deserve to be All-Stars this year.
Yeah, it's like Luka. Like, been banged up.
I was actually surprised Luka wasn't listed. Like, just to give him that honor.
I
was a little surprised.
He's missed a lot of games.
I know, but
a lot of games.
Do you think that? I think that shows that Luka isn't at that level yet. Because LeBron, KD, Jokic, Steph, Giannis.
Didn't Yao miss like half a season basically, and still was like the top vote? Yeah. I mean, China took care of that, but
like there are years where guys miss a lot of time. And I mean, 8 and 24. Those later years, he shouldn't have been an All-Star. He was an All-Star start. Like the last year, yes, he should have been an All-Star starter because it was last year.
Sure, just
but like
Jordan,
the 2 years, well, Jordan wasn't a starter. Jordan didn't get the fans to vote him. He had to get.
Well, that's because you play for the Wizards.
We had to get Vince Carter to give up his spot. But those 2 years before 8 and 24's last season,
Vince Carter knows better.
He shouldn't have been an All-Star, and he was an All-Star starter. So I think that just shows that Luka isn't.
I just think Luka doesn't do much other, like, you know, aside from like his, like when he's out there, he gets a lot of love. Like Tootsie's kind of said the same thing. Actually, he gets no media coverage unless he's playing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, but he's not one of those to the fans. It was an incomplete statement. I should have said he's not one of those guys to fans, because if he was, he would have been top 2 vote getter. But he's not. He's not there yet. He's not. He hasn't reached that superstardom level of the LeBrons, KDs. Because I mean, LeBron shouldn't be a starter this year. It's like LeBron has not played at a starter or All-Star level. In the West, you think LeBron has played as an All-Star level, a starter All-Star level? Because I think Dub should have been is a more deserving of an All-Star spot than LeBron. But he's LeBron. I'm not saying LeBron doesn't deserve an All-Star spot, because he does. But All-Star starter, he's getting that because he's LeBron. And
he's been really good.
And I'm not saying that as a LeBron hater. I don't hate LeBron.
This is such a role reversal for both of us right now. I think he's in.
I'm saying that because like this is similar situation to what 8 and 24. He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have been an All-Star at all, but he was. And LeBron should be an All-Star, but I don't think he should be a starter. I think AD deserves the starting spot over LeBron. LeBron has called him the best player on that team.
Sure.
And AD has played like the best player on that team. So I think AD deserves that spot over LeBron.
I think Austin Reeves should get it. It's just me.
And it's time for a break.
Yeah, it is. Let's take a time out. When we get back, we'll talk a little basketball on the other side with college side of things next.
Sports Radio is 107.7 The Franchise.